Hi Z World. Intombi yakachoncho lena. Silana ke manje ka Walmart. So it's that time of the month, so fanele sibe ready. Kodwa ke I do have my pets. So I'm just looking around. What I'm here for right now is a panty liner. Walmart is where I get my feminine care products. These panty liners are the liners that I use after, like a day after my period. Like, you know, when it starts slowing down, I like to wear those because they are comfortable. They are thicker than the usual liner, so it still gives me, you know, protection. And then I am looking for like the normal everyday wear liner, because the ones that I wear, I feel like they don't fit my underwear comfortably. They are small. They don't cover my underwear fully. So I'm looking at these because they seem to be a little bit bigger, wider, I should say. They're still slim, but they are wider, so they will fit my underwear nicely. It's my first time seeing this Always anti-bunch, extra long, so I'm excited. I definitely want to try these and see, because when you wear a panty liner, after an hour or two, utuvuli panty, it has bunched up. So I'm happy to see this anti bunch, and they are long, because I feel like the regular are small. They're not wide enough, and they are small, like they don't go all the way to your butt. So now I'm just looking at the feminine washers, but I'm not gonna buy one because I still have my Summer's Eve. I have this fragrance-free Summer's Eve feminine wash, and I love it. I use it for my vagina, and I also use it to wash my ass, because my ass is close to my vagina, so we might as well be using the same thing. Actually, Zizi Moloko, who I'm subscribed to, is the one that actually mentioned that she uses her feminine wash for her vagina, also for her butt, because it's closer to her vagina. So if you're gonna protect your vagina and wash it with healthy washes, why not do the same for your butt? It made sense. Thank you, Zizi. These are the wipes that I use to wipe my vagina when I pee or when I feel like I need to be clean. Z-World, have you changed your toothbrush yet? It is very important to change your toothbrush every 3 months, at least every 6 months. So I'm not gonna lie and act as if I change my toothbrush every 3 months. I change my toothbrush every 6 months, which is twice a year. But I am trying to at least try and make that 3 times a year. So every 4 months, I will change my toothbrush. Yeah, kubalekile guys, kubalekile ukushintsha ixubo niyeka ukuthenga amasavana, kodwa isixubo siyababazisa, siyababazisa. Also flossing, guys. Flossing is important. Uthi uyakhuluma nje imfino emazinyeni. Let's floss. Let's learn to brush our teeth and also floss. It is good for your teeth. It is good for your gums. It is good for your cleanness. Hi Z World. I'm your girl, your favorite girl, Pusha Z World. Intombi yakayixonto, aka Cook. If you know, you know. If you don't, better luck next time. Thank you so much for joining me again this week, and thank you for watching last week's video where I was sharing with you the books that I have acquired since last year. And yeah, so thank you. And right now it is a Friday here in California, and I'm taking a little break to have my yogurt and to read a few pages from my book, Law of Attraction. So yeah, I went to Sprouts to go get this yogurt, organic, creamy, and dairy-free. It's made from coconut milk. I was actually going to get this plain yogurt, also made with coconut milk. I think it's by Kalina. I tried that yogurt 3 days ago, and it was my first time, and I fell in love with it, and I needed more. I went to 3 Sprouts. Can you imagine? 3 Sprouts did not have they had the other Kalina flavors, but Mina, I wanted the plain coconut, creamy plain coconut. And in all the 3 Sprouts, they did not have the plain. So everybody is in love with the plain. Like, they have other, like, the mixed berries, mango, which I will try her other flavors, but I'm just so in love with the plain. And I've been noticing, Uguti, all the products that I love and my husband love that are vegan are always sold out. So it's either me and Bay have good taste, or it's either there's a lot of vegan people out here now and there's not a lot of products. So we need more vegan products. Maybe I should start my own vegan products because there's a lane. Kuvulekile, avulekile amasangazulu, habe kunjalo, 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 yebo kunjalo, 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 yebo kunjalo, 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 hiyo, oh, amen. So ileni yama vegan ivulekile, guys, thing my products. So yeah, I ended up getting this Coco June. I think it's my first time getting this Coco June pure coconut, so I'll let you know what I think about it. But let me tell you, before, I've been a fan of yogurt, but before I used to get flavored yogurt, your strawberry yogurt, your blueberry yogurt, your mixed berries or whatever. But since I've become vegan, I've been getting plain yogurt, because let me tell you, being vegan has changed my palate. Even when it comes to sugar, I cannot take sugar. I cannot take a lot of sugar. I do natural sugar, or if there's any added sugar, it has to be minimum sugar. So I traced that back to ever since I've been vegan. My palate when it comes to sugar, yay, sugar. So that also made me change my yogurt. The yogurt that I eat now is always plain. Now, if you are a girl, if you are female, yogurt needs to be a friend of yours. Yogurt needs to be your best friend. And actually for anybody, but if you are female, of course, yogurt needs to be your best friend. Reason being is it's good for your gut, and it's good for the vagina. So buy yogurt, guys. Buy as much yogurt as you can. I would say preferably buy plain yogurt. If you like flavored yogurt, that's fine, but just make sure it's not a lot of sugar, because if you're eating a lot of sugar, then that defeats the whole purpose of eating yogurt. Because, guys, let me say this, a lot of diseases, a lot of things that we deal with are because of sugar. Like, if you have any type of sickness, any type of disease, it thrives in sugar. So if you're eating a lot of sugar, then you are not taking care of yourself in that way, because you are going against you're going against your body. So you want to make sure you limit your sugar intake. So that's why I'm saying if you're eating yogurt with lots of sugar, you are defeating the purpose, because when you're eating yogurt, you want to heal your guts, you want to heal your vagina. So if you adding more sugar, that's defeating the purpose. You're just going to make it worse. Yogurt also helps a lot if you are dealing with yeast infection. So we are grown here, we are all females, we are grown. Well, it might be a man watching, so even if the man is watching here, that's cool. You can take this info and give it to your girlfriend, take this info, give it to your sister, take this info, give it to anybody that needs it. So it helps with yeast infection. With me, guys, I've noticed, I don't know why. Okay, actually I do know why. Hold on. I've noticed lately, Uguti, I've been dealing with yeast infection situation. And in the past, I've only had 2 yeast infection in my whole life, right? My whole life. And then last year, I had more yeast infection than I have ever had. So I'm like, what's going on? What's going on? Let's take a look. So if you are a female and you've been experiencing a lot of yeast infection and you don't know what the situation is, then sit tight. So I started thinking, Uguti, what have I changed in my diet? What have I changed in my life? What could have caused it? And when you have something that's out of the ordinary that's happening, try and just list things that you have done that are different. Have I done anything different? Have I changed anything that could have caused this? Then you can figure out, Uguti, what's causing it. So I started thinking, Uguti, okay, I did my research. Uguti, what is really the cause of yeast infection? Now, if you don't know what yeast infection is, let me just give you a little rundown. Yeast infection is the creamy, thick discharge that comes out of your vagina, right? So now our vagina has normal creamy discharge. Normal, because your vagina is a self-cleaning organ. It cleans itself, it protects itself, it moisturizes itself, it does whatever it needs to do for itself. So if you see discharge, some slimy or maybe some creamy, don't worry about it. That's just your vagina taking care of business, cleaning itself, darling. But there's a difference with the normal and now the abnormal. Like the abnormal will be, it's so thick it looks like cheese. It looks like cottage cheese. It's thick to a point where angati amasi. If you know amasi, it's like milk that is off. And it might have a smell. Sometimes it does not have a smell. And sometimes it's like a little yellowish in color rather than white in color. And what else? It could have a little bit of an itch. Like once you release that cream, it leaves a little bit of an itch. So that's when you know it's okay. This is not the normal cleaning cream that my vagina creates. This is abnormal. And that's the yeast infection. And so what is yeast infection? So yeast infection or what causes yeast infection? It's just bacteria. So we have good and bad bacteria. But when you are in a stressful situation, it causes the bad bacteria to multiply, thus causing this creamy, itchy discharge. It's basically just like we need bad bacteria and we need the good bacteria. But when the bad bacteria gets overload, I guess, it overloads because of like whatever situation you're going through, overloads. So then it creates that uncomfortable yeast infection. So there are different situations that could cause you to throw your pH level. So when you have yeast infection, we say your pH levels are thrown off, because everybody has a pH level, like a level that your body maintains, a level that is safe, a level that is healthy. So when your pH level is thrown off, that's when you get sick. That's when your bad bacteria starts multiplying and causes sickness, or whatever cause it might cause you. I don't even know what to say. I'm sorry. Okay, so there's a few things that could cause that could make that happen. Number one is if you have multiple partners, you have multiple sexual partners, could throw off your pH level, thus causing your bad bacteria to multiply, thus causing a yeast infection. So you want to limit your sexual partners, or you want to make sure you condomize. If you want to be out here free, live your life, but condomize, because if you are having multiple people in and out of your vagina, it's going to throw off the pH level you have, and then you're going to have yeast infection. And then number two, it could be that you are pregnant. Women that are pregnant are known to suffer from yeast infection. It just happens with you when you are pregnant, your pH levels are up and down. So with that, there's nothing much you can do but try to do things that balance your pH. Make sure you are not stressing when you are pregnant. Make sure you are eating things that have probiotics that could help with a yeast infection, that could help with leveling your what you call this, your bacteria, your good bacteria and bad bacteria. And you can just make sure your diet is clean. Things like make sure your sugar levels are low. So there's a thing that you can do as a pregnant woman make sure you suffer less from yeast infection. But I could go more into details if somebody was asking me specifically about a pregnant woman. But okay, so we said multiple partners would throw off your pH. Being pregnant would throw off your pH. Also being on your period, it's gonna throw off your pH. Things you can do, like I said, you can eat yogurt. You can eat things that have lots of ginger. Garlic. Garlic is known to help with a yeast infection. Apple cider. There's a few things, guys, that I could name, but I'm just roughly explaining here. So your being on your period could throw off. Also being stressed out, so you know, make sure with your stress level. Just stress can throw off a lot of things. So we all know Wuti Husa, reset, it's okay, it's all well. It's stress nje siyazona izinto. Also sugar, which is why we were even talking about this. I was mentioning why I eat plain yogurt. You want to make sure your sugar levels are low, guys, because that's one thing I think for me made sense. When I looked at everything that I was doing, I was like, it has to be stress or maybe sugar. Well, the stress level, I was a little bit stressed last year, so I could see why I might have thrown off my pH levels. But I did try to manage my stress, and the only thing that was left that I could definitely see was my sugar intake was very high. You saw me in Michigan with my husband. He was pressuring me, cookies after cookies, this after this, no. And guys, the thing, my husband, he has a nice body. Yo, he's 6'2", 100 and something pounds, tall guy, statue. Ooh, yeah, but then he has a sweet tooth, guys. He is sweets like nobody's business. Not all the time, but sometimes in Jayabo right now he's going through this vengeance. So I don't come a cake. But I need to remember, because I cannot do like him. He's a man. His metabolism, he's a man. And the way his stomach is set up, the way his immune system is set up, I cannot catch up. You know, this guy will poop 3 times a day. Mina, dololo. So I had to think, okay, my sugar intake is very high. My immune system cannot handle such. I don't even go to the restroom as much as I should. So I'm just stacking food after food after food, sugar after sugar after sugar. No. So that was one thing that I saw that could have led to this craziness of this yeast infection I was experiencing last year. Even my husband knows. He's like, oh, I'm not gonna buy cookies for you. Or if he buys cookies, he's like, oh, I know you're not gonna eat it because I told him. Say, I cannot do like you. I cannot do like you. Oh. I cannot say, hey, men will be the end of us. Guys, when my husband eats, he wants me to eat. When he wants me, I'm like, no, I cannot do this. I cannot be like you. So sugar was my thing that I was like, okay, I need to look at this. I need to manage. What else didn't I mention? So I was just giving you a rundown of my understanding of yeast infection and my research. But if you guys want me to do more research of yeast infection, maybe you'll need more understanding, then go ahead and ask me and I will do more research. And just know, I'm not a doctor, so this is from my understanding and from my research. I just wanted to help you guys. Maybe there's somebody out there who's also dealing with yeast infection and they are like embarrassed to ask somebody, what is this? Guys, don't be embarrassed. I'm so sorry. I'm trying to speak fast because but guys, don't be embarrassed about yeast infection. It happens to the most of us. It's nothing that you should be ashamed of. It's literally, it could happen to anybody. If your pH levels are thrown off, if you're not eating the right foods, if you are stressed out, if you're not sleeping well, if you are pregnant, if you're on your period, if you have multiple partners, it could be anything. It's not good to, oh, you are dirty, or you are not clean, or maybe no, it's none of that. It's literally about balancing your pH level. So maybe next time you want me to go into greater details. Portia, okay, we hear you that everybody has a pH level, but what is a pH level? Ngithi ngibuzeni, anifuna ukungibuza mina izinto ngiyazazi. Hey, ngisiqenge. Nongibuza mina ngangifunde header. Abangazi ukuthi ngisiqenge. Kodwa ke before I forget, some things that could also cause you to have yeast infection, guys. Make sure ukuthi nigqoka amaphenti anilinganayo. Guys, wear underwear that fits you. Hey, I'm laughing, but I'm not laughing because I was one of them. I was wearing underwear that don't fit me, guys. As grown as I am, wearing underwear that don't fit me. Don't do that to yourself, guys. So make sure that your underwear is comfortable, it's cotton, so that it's breathable, so that your vagina can breathe. Because when you are wearing underwear that is too tight, your vagina cannot breathe. You are sweating down there, it's hot, you're sweating. The sweat is being trapped in your underwear because it cannot dry up. So that that moistness is gonna create a friction down there. You also don't want that. You don't want to be uncomfortable, guys. You want to make sure with down there you are comfortable. So I went through a lot of underwear because I bought underwear, then I came home. When I realized, because you put on underwear, it fits fine, but you realize after a long day, the elastic is too tight. So I threw those away. Then I bought more underwear. Then I realized it's too tight on my waist, or it's too tight on the clutch. I threw them away. Now I'm on pair number 3. This one fits amazing. They're cotton, they're breathable. I can wear them all day. The elastic over here is not cutting me. It's comfortable. And also, guys, if you are like me, who was wearing leggings every day, Okay, guys, let's just be honest. Leggings are for working out. Leggings are for doing yoga. Leggings are for meditating. But Tina, we are wearing leggings for fashion. Leggings have become fashion. I don't blame us all because it is what it is. They are comfortable. They are easy. They are just, make life easy. But you cannot be wearing leggings every day. Myself and you included, you cannot be wearing leggings every day. Leggings are for you are going to the gym, you work out, you sweat in them, you change them, you take a shower, and you wear comfortable clothes. I mean, I would be wearing leggings every day for like all day, and that's not acceptable because I'm not letting my vagina breathe. The yoga pants are very they're tight, but they're comfortable, but they're tight, but it does not give you enough room for your vagina to breathe. Let your vagina breathe, guys. More and also you want to make sure you get panty liners, guys. Panty liners, we are grown now, we need panty liners because your vagina cleans itself. It's gonna release discharge, so you don't want discharge on your underwear. You don't want your underwear to be smelly all day because of discharge. So guys, please invest in panty liners. I get panty liners, I put them on my underwear. I change them maybe 2-3 times a day, depending how much I need to change them. But I found this panty liner by Always, which I love because it's longer and it goes, like, it fits my underwear better rather than this one. This one is so small, but either way it works. So I love these by Always, and they are they're very, very, very soft and comfortable. Very, very soft and comfortable. So I put this on 2-3 times a day. And then when I go to pee, guys, learn this. When you go to pee, don't take a tissue and then and be so rough wiping your vagina, because you end up leaving a tissue vagina. You don't want tissue being absorbed in your vagina because the material in a bleach in 99. What I do when I go use the restroom, I take the tissue, I roll it, right? I take the tissue, I roll it, and then ngambambata, like I tap just to absorb this is my vagina. I tap just to absorb the pee, just to absorb. I do this on my vagina. I do this and around my thigh area just in case it's dripping. I do this. I don't do this. No, I don't want my vagina to absorb a tissue because the material is not good material. So I do this just to absorb the pee, and then after that, I take these Summer Eve wipes. Summer Eve wipes. These wipes are for your vagina. They are gentle. They balance your pH. They balance your pH. They are meant to balance your pH down there. So after I pee, ngambambata, I dab with the tissue. Then I take this wipe, then I wipe my vagina. Then I go in and wipe because this is clinically proven. It's to balance your pH, to clean your vagina on a daily basis. So that's what works for me, guys. I don't know about you. I'm sharing what works for Portia Z. Let me know what works for you guys. I will share more products that I love, that I use, but I just thought, let's talk about this yeast infection because we are dealing with it, so we might as well help each other. If you know anything that helps, let us know. Yeah. What else can I tell you? I can tell you yogurt helps. Apple cider vinegar. Eating plenty of green foods. Eating plenty of green foods, guys. Green foods. Because as a clean, as a balance. Drinking lots of water. Guys, water is your number one medicine. Your number one medicine. Water is your number one medicine with anything and everything. Water. If you feel a headache, water. Water. Even if you have yeast infection, drink lots of. It's a cleaner. It's a cleaner. Until it balances the pH of balance. Unekhanda phuza amanzi. Awuzizwa kahle phuza amanzi. Noma ulambile, you hungry, drink water. Because sometimes you're not even hungry. Uyahala. So yeah, I could go into greater details, but this is just my rough explanation and me letting you know why I'm here enjoying my plain yogurt. So what I do is I add granola. I add granola because I already add granola, and granola has its own sweetness, so I don't need the yogurt to be sweet as well, because that's like sugar on top of sugar. And guys, sugar is literally worse than drugs. If you ever seen that experiments where they have like 2 rats in a cage and they put cocaine and then they put sugar, the rats go for the sugar, not the cocaine, because sugar is a heck of a drug. Hey bo, ushugela. Ooh. Okay, it's thick. I love the fact that it's thick. I love the fact that it's thick. Ooh. So this is yogurt by Coco June, and it has probiotics, so it's good for the gut, it's good for the vagina. So I'm just gonna have my little snack, guys, and then I'm gonna go back to work. Ooh, this is really good, guys. This is really good. I'm really enjoying it. Whoa. How am I? How am I? Alright guys, so I'm gonna add my yogurt. I'm gonna add my granola into my yogurt and enjoy. I will see you next time on Z World. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe. I really appreciate everybody that watches, comments, and I would appreciate more people subscribing, commenting, and just supporting the channel so that I can give you more advice like this, things that can help you in life. I moved to America because I knew Guti, there's so much I can learn and I can bring it back to the people that need to know this information. So whatever I know that I think you guys deserve to know, I will let you know. Nizokwazila ka Z World. Oh, and also Z World, before I forget, since I was talking about wearing comfortable underwear and wearing comfortable clothes, also remember, when you are dealing with your vagina, be gentle. Deal with your vagina as if you would deal with your mouth, because literally your vagina is your second mouth. Like, so what I mean by that is use products that are gentle to your vagina. For example, would you wash your mouth or brush your teeth with soap? No, you wouldn't, because it tastes bad. Ugh, it tastes horrible. So why would you do it to your other mouth, your vagina? Why would you wash it with soap? It's bad for it. You are lucky that your vagina cannot talk, because if it could, it would be like, ungenzani. It would be like, no, what are you doing to me? So we are not using soap in our vaginas unless it is a soap for a vagina. Guys, you should have something special for your vagina. You can't just use your normal soap. because it is not gentle enough for your vagina. Your vagina is a gentle organ. Like your mouth, you wouldn't just put anything in your mouth. So same goes with your vagina. Do not just use your regular soap. They are not meant for your vagina. Your vagina is very sensitive. So it requires a soap that's specifically for the vagina. You understand me? So using soap that is sunlighty or number one, it strips away the vagina's normal lubricant, the vagina's normal juices. Vagina inento zayo. So mina, I like to use Summer's Eve's gentle wash, the daily no fragrance wash for my vagina. Now, if let's say you cannot afford to buy the washes for your vagina, you can just go to any store, go to the section of like the ped section. You will find washes for the vagina. It will say, let me show you, because I just bought mine. This is what I use, Summer's Eve's. Things like this. But now let's say you cannot afford something like this. The best thing you can do for your vagina is to use warm water. Warm water, guys. Just use warm water. Go in there, wash it, uvule la kuvalwe khona, ungene ngamanzi awarm, ugeze. That's the best thing you can do for your vagina, and your vagina will love you and your vagina will be happy.